This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Please, for the love, stop electing stupid people to high office, or any office, for that matter. Yes, this is yet another video about Marjorie Taylor Greene, who went on with Maria Bartiromo this weekend to make wild, insane allegations, mispronouncing words, having no understanding of what communism is, all unchecked, all no pushback from Maria Bartiromo, which should come as no surprise. As I've said in the past, I'm going to continue to remind everyone who Maria Bartiromo is. That when an email was forwarded to her by Sidney Powell, authored by a woman who claimed that the wind tells her she's a ghost, but she doesn't believe it, that contained all kinds of insane conspiracy theories surrounding the 2020 election. That was the nexus of the Dominion voting system's conspiracy theory that Maria Bartiromo, without even fact-checking anything, just broadcast to the world. So Marjorie Taylor Greene goes on this weekend, and I'll tell you what, we'll just play the clip, and then we'll address a couple of the points that it just, again, please, if you're a Republican out there, especially if you're a Republican in Georgia, and especially if you're a Republican in her district, what are you doing? The gag is up. The joke is over. We've had enough. Here's Marjorie Taylor Greene on with Maria Bartiromo.
Bidenomics is failing America. People can hardly afford gas. They can hardly afford groceries. And many seniors on a fixed income are choosing between paying rent and being able to buy their medications. People are drowning in inflation, and America is failing under Bidenomics. They have no policies to run on. The only thing they can run on is to continue smearing President Trump's name. And I just want to follow up and say, Maria, the more times they indict President Trump, the more people realize that the Biden administration is a communist regime. And for the first time, Americans are actually seeing what communism really looks like. And we have to stand up to this. This is why Republicans in the House, when we come back in September, we have to vote for an impeachment inquiry because it's the right thing to do. Whether Joe Biden took $5 to his name for corrupt business deals or whether he took $40 million, it does not matter. It's up to Republicans to do the right thing and not allow the Department of Justice to win the 2024 presidential election for Joe Biden.
This is another one of those cases where, you hear Republicans always say, why are we giving money to this or to that? There's homeless vets. Yet there's never a bill that's put forward by a Republican to ease the suffering of homeless vets. They never want to say, here's what we need to do. This many $1 billion needs to go to finally, once and for all, end homelessness in our veteran population. That never gets said. But they use it as a tool. They use it as a cudgel. They use it as a prop that they're interested in it. The same thing happened here, where she talks about seniors choosing to pay rent or for their medication, ignoring the fact that it's Democrats and Joe Biden who are putting forward measures to drastically reduce the cost of medicine, not just for seniors, but for everyone, putting a cap on the price of insulin and such. A move that Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks is communism. Merriam-Webster defines communism as a system in which goods are owned in common and are available to all as needed, or a theory advocating elimination of private property. Marjorie Taylor Greene is an idiot who believes anything she doesn't like is communism, just like conservatives. Anything they didn't like was CRT. Now anything they don't like is woke. Words they have no meaning to Republicans. It doesn't matter to them. Secondly, it's not drowning, Marjorie.
People are drowning.
It's not drowning. It's drowning.
People are drowning.
Drowning. Just like it's not peach tree dish or gazpacho. It's drowning.
Drowning.
And moving on to the economy, if you want to talk about Bidenomics and where we stand as an economy right now, I am certain there are people who are hurting, as there always are, and that is tragic, and something needs to be done. An intervention needs to take place relative to government, relative to we the people standing in the gap for those who are suffering financially and economically. But if you want to talk about the state of our economy, it is strong and getting stronger. Bidenomics at work in 79 metro areas with record low unemployment rates. Nearly 80 different metropolitan areas in the United States of America now have record low unemployment, which means record numbers of people have jobs. The latest metro area unemployment rates were released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, showing 79 metro areas at their lowest rates on record, including 41 that reached new record lows. President Biden's agenda has driven the strongest economic recovery America has ever seen, with 13.2 million jobs added, a record number of states with unemployment rates at or below 3%, and the national unemployment rate below 4% for the longest stretch in more than 50 years. Economic growth has been strong, even as annual inflation has fallen for 12 straight months. At the same time, the president's Investing in America agenda is already taking hold, with more than $500 billion, that's $500 billion, in new manufacturing and clean energy investments pouring in across the country, while shovels hit the ground, rebuilding in every state's infrastructure. But apparently that's bad news for Marjorie Taylor Greene. This I can't abide this. This is Bidenomics. This is communism. Stop. Stop, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and stop morons who are voting for Marjorie Taylor Greene. We've had enough. We get it. What do you think? Are you tired of the redefinition of words? That every time Donald Trump gets indicted, the American people know that this is communism. It's communism. Look, there's a lot of things you can say about Joe Biden. A lot. There are legitimate criticisms to be leveled at Joe Biden. Being a communist, being a socialist, even being a progressive isn't one of them. Joe Biden is not uber liberal in any stretch, by any metric at all. Stop electing stupid people to high office. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can leave a comment below and we can mix it up there. You can also call and leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Absolutely, all the time, every day. Put my email address in your contact. Daily at Dollemore.com is where you can email me. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And if you appreciate what I do, the message, the facts, the take, the manner with which I deliver it, any of that, please consider supporting my work, helping produce this show. Click the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. There's also the super thanks button down there. That's all of that works. All of that is fantastic to help grow this show, making it stronger and better with a far greater reach. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.